The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. By who? The people. The people. The people. By who? The people. By who? The people. The people. The people. By who? The people. By who? The people. The people. The people. Number 10. The power not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states or reserved to the states respectively or to the people. To who? The people. I didn't hear you. The people. Breaking up on me. The people. One more time. The people. 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 Let's check with the people. What do the people, somehow along the way, that part got edited out. That part got superseded out. That part got written out. That part got acted out. Right? From all the various acts that Congress has come up with. All the secret meetings that Congress has come up with. All the lobbyists and lobbying that corporations have done over the years since 1789 have basically eroded the rights of the people, the rights retained by the people. In other words, there's been a breach of the contract. Because the Constitution is a contract allegedly between the people and the government. And the delegates were supposed to be the representatives to the government for the people. The people. The people. The people. The people. By who? The people. The people. The people. The people. By who? The people. Feudalism was based on landowners and serfs. That would technically be the medieval ages. Roughly around the 1800s and so on. And capitalism based on the capitalist class and the working class. Now notice they're still all saying the same thing. Ancient society was based on the ruling class of slave owners, and the class of slaves is no different from saying capitalism is based on the capitalist class and the working class. You're still talking about slave owners and a class of slaves. That's capitalism. We still have slavery. You see? But they just changed the name. We're still talking about communism. The capitalist class privately owns the means of production. Check. The capitalist class privately owns the means of distribution and exchange, including factories, mines, shops, and banks. Check. While the working class live by exchanging their socialized labor with the capitalist class for wages. That's historical materialism, meaning that as we look back over a period of time, we start to see how people were able to move and get move from one social stage to another in order to gain the materialistic things that they needed during those periods of time. But at all the times, you always had basically two classes. You had the rich and you had the poor. You had the slave owners and you had the slaves. You had the laws of the land and you had the serfs. You had the corporation and you had the employees. It's no different. This, what we have now that we're calling capitalism and the so-called free economy, is no different from slave owners and slaves. We're just giving it different names. Or you have what? You have the government and you have the citizens. The government is the slave owners, the citizens are the slaves. They're just what? Different names. The people. The people. The people. By who? The people. By who? The people. The people. The people. By who? Right? How do we know? Because the slave owners what control the means of production. The slave owners extract money or wages from the slaves, right? Or they extract a certain amount of labor from the slaves, and in return they take from the slaves and do what? use it to build up their own kingdom. This is the same thing that's going on right now, but we call it capitalism. And under this, because the name is not communism, we think, well, we have a whole lot of freedom. But no, you don't. No, sir. You don't have that freedom.